John Stanko of ICGales.com, being joined by Lauren Kahn, new head coach of the Iona Women's Lacrosse program. First of all, Lauren, welcome to Iona College.
Thank you. Very excited to be here.
So just your initial thoughts, you get the call from Matt Glowowski, you're the new head coach of Iona Lacrosse. What was running through your mind?
Excitement, pure excitement. When I got the call to come on my first interview, I was anxious and I was excited because it would be my first head coaching job. And, I was really excited. And the second I stepped on campus and I saw the student athletes, spoke to the student athletes, met everyone here, I knew this is the place I wanted to be.
What about that first time meeting the student athletes really connected with you in the talk you had with them?
It was just so easy. It was kind of like I had known them for a really long time, and I just felt when I left the room with them, I just had this sense of home and sense of family like right away, and I didn't even have the job yet. So I knew it was just kind of a place that I definitely wanted to be, and kind of just hope and prayed that I had gotten the job. And luckily I did.
And luckily you did. We're happy to have you here. So what about this Iona job appealed to you when you were possibly looking to advance your career? What about this job in New Rochelle appealed to you?
Yeah, so I'm from Rockland County.
Oh, so right nearby, kind of.
Yeah, so I'm really local. I grew up coming to a lot of different Iona games. My uncle and my mom actually both attended here.
Really?
Yeah. So I grew up coming to a bunch of games and coming back to campus. And, my family has a good rivalry. My dad went to Manhattan, so it was a good MAC rivalry growing up. And then when the job open, I knew I wanted to take that next step into a head coaching role. And it was just, the second it opened, I knew it was something that I had to jump on right away.
So what was the reaction from your family members when you told them that when you were interviewing here, whether it be our Iona alumni family or your dad who went to Manhattan, what was their reaction?
Oh, they were so excited. I mean, my mom was most excited to be just because she attended here. And then right away, my dad was excited to root for the Gaels. Yeah.
All right, so you switched him over.
He switched like right away. He was like, yeah, we're just going to move on.
We love that here. We love that. So you come to Iona after spending 5 years at Columbia as an assistant coach. What did you learn from your time with the Lions that really is going to help you here now as a head coach at Iona?
I think that the biggest thing I learned is just to not take any day for granted, and to give it your all. 100. I always like to say, give 100% of effort 100% of the time. And I think that for these student athletes, and being a former student athlete, you realize how quickly your time goes. Like you come in freshman year and you think you have all this time in the world, but 4 years goes by in like a blink of an eye. And I think that, for me, I learned to just take every day in stride, and to really kind of portray that to the student athletes as well, because before you know it, it's over, and you'll want every day back that you had while you were here.
So how does being a former student athlete yourself, I believe you played at UConn, was an All-American talent yourself, so not too shabby. What did you learn in your 4 years as a student athlete that kind of made you maybe want to be a coach? Was there a moment when you were a student athlete where it was like, I really like this coaching thing?
Yeah, for me, lacrosse has given me so much in this world. It's given me everything. It's given me, obviously, a scholarship. It gave me a degree. It gave me, pretty much all of my best friends that I could have ever asked for. And I think that when I was a senior, I had kind of like one of my final meetings with my head coach, and she kind of asked me, she was like, well, what do you want to do? And at the time, I didn't really know. I was majoring in broadcasting and communications.
I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah, and I was really unsure, so I thought I wanted to do that. And she kind of just asked me, well, what do you love the most? And I was like, well, I love lacrosse the most. So she kind of gave me that extra push to get into the coaching world. And, I was really fortunate after graduating to land the Columbia job. And it was another, kind of similar to the feeling I had when I stepped on UConn campus. When I stepped on the campus here, when I got the job there, I was like, yeah, this is where I want to be. So that's why, 5 years there in our world is a pretty long time. So I was very fortunate, and honestly, it's been so rewarding. It's been the best job I could have ever asked for.
So in your years of playing lacrosse as a student athlete at UConn, as a coach at Columbia, and now as a head coach here at Iona, what's your leadership style? What's your coaching style and the way you want to teach the student athletes?
Yeah. So for me, I just want to be approachable. I think the biggest thing in my eyes is being able to really build relationships with the student athletes. Like it's a job essentially to play a sport in college, and you want to give them a sense of home wherever they are, and some of them come from really far away. So I think for me, like, while we want to win games, it's our job as coaches to be able to prepare them for the real world. Because after they walk through, the gates of campus, they're on their own. And I think for me, I want them to be able to come to me no matter what, whether it's lacrosse related, outside world related, whatever it may be. And I think that's my biggest thing. I am going to give you tough love. I think that the world can be a scary place. And I think, a lot of times honesty is key. So while I'm going to push them to be the best that they possibly could be, I'm also going to hold them accountable and really prepare them for what's next in life.
Well, that all sounds great to me. So before I let you go, though, do you have a message you want to give Gael Nation and the Iona family as 2019-2020? The off season's right now, but the season's going to be coming up fast. So you want to give a message to the fans?
Yeah. I just say come out and support. I think that this year is going to be awesome. I honestly couldn't have hoped for a smoother transition here. It's been between the alums and the parents and the girls. It has just been so rewarding, and I'm so humbled. I'm so excited to be here, and I think that we're gonna shock the world this year. I do. I think I've only been here 3 weeks, but I think that we're gonna shock a lot of people in the MAC, and I'm pretty excited. So come out and support.